Hi guys, welcome to this session on Microsoft Word. In this module, I want to have a quick look at how to use the AutoText feature. So what that's all about is the ability to be able to do things like this. Just type a word or key phrase and you can see the little tip comes up there, and when I press enter, I get a paragraph of AutoText, which I've already saved. And if I just type another one, ending, again, press enter, and there's a paragraph. Now those are paragraphs that I've added. In Word, you can also type things like equals rand with an open and close bracket, and when you press enter it gives you some random text. So if I just undo that. Now if you type equals rand with an open bracket and then qualify it with a 1, you want one paragraph and then a comma and 3 sentences. If you do it like that, you don't get as much. Like so. So if I get myself a blank screen so you can see that a little better. So equals rand, open bracket, I want one paragraph of 3 sentences. So when I press enter, you get that. You can also type in other things like so, and you get some text, which is obviously not in English. But it's just text that you can then manipulate if you're trying to demonstrate something in Word. So center align that text, right align, justify that text. So just to give you some text. And while I'm on about key commands, I'll just get rid of all of this. If you do Alt-Shift-T, that gives you the time. Alt-Shift-D gives you the date. And Alt-Shift-P gives you the page number. Now if I just show you how that page number would work, these are fields, so these will update. Like tomorrow that'll say the 18th and that'll change. If I save this file and closed it and then reopened it, whatever the time was, it would tell me. If I do a hard page break there, control and enter, that still says 1, but if I highlight it and do F9, the F9 function key, which updates fields, you can see it says 2, so that is what it says on the tin. And then the other thing you can do is this. If I just get myself another document, blank. If I do Shift F9, not Shift F9, Control F9, I get these 2 brackets, and inside those brackets you can use Word as a little calculator. Now I know you can do insert formula, and I've got other videos which explains how to do that, and you can do this inside tables. But if I go equals 2 plus 3, when I press F9, that just gives you the answer. So you can use this as a quick ready reckoner. So it's Control F9 gives you the brackets, and then equals 45 times 10, and then just F9 to finish it off gives you the answer. So all those are just examples of quick shortcuts to get stuff on the screen. But the auto text that I want to focus on in this little session is done like this. So I need to just open the document and show you how I do it. So if I open the document, Control O, get myself up into examples and then to Word 2020. Indent is what I want. There's some just random text. So what you need to do to use the auto text, and the same applies in Outlook. If you want to use auto text in Outlook, you just double click, highlight it in the margin. That's what I want. And then you go insert, and then over the right it's in quick parts, and then you can use this option, save to the auto text gallery, or you can go in there. It's an extra step really. Save to auto text gallery, give it a name. I'll call it start because I've already got one called intro. It's in the auto text gallery straight away. That's great. And then you can categorize it if you want. So you can see I've got lots of different categories. General is what you normally have it on. Now these categories are more to do with rationalizing how you want the chunks of text to sit. But on some more advanced courses or sessions that I've done, you can see how you can bring in several elements from different categories into a form, which is a great feature. But that's all you do. This can stay on normal. OK to that. You can obviously put a description in there if you want. OK to that. So I'll do that again. Double click and highlight the whole paragraph. Quick parts, the auto text option, save to the AutoText gallery. I'll call this finish. It's in the right place, it's in general. I'm not going to put a description. OK to that. Now if I get myself a new document, I can then type start, comes up with a tip, press enter. Now if I didn't want to press enter, so I want to use the word start, I'll just do a space and carry on as normal. And then finish, there comes the tip, and there you go. Now also, if I just highlight all of them, get rid of that, you can do this. If I go insert, let's do a table. I'll highlight that. I'll go insert, quick parts, AutoText, save to the gallery, call it table 1, say. It's in general, that'll do. OK. Undo that. Type table. Enter. There you go. I'll get my table. Same with if I want a default chart, I can insert a default chart. So it's ready to rock and roll. Get rid of that. Then I just save that into the AutoText options. Quick part. The AutoText options. Gallery. Now it's just come up with an asterisk. So if I call this chart, it's in the right place. AutoText. OK. Delete that off. Type chart. Now I haven't got the little tip for this object. So I'm typing chart. Every other thing I've done is come up. I've pressed enter there. Table. Comes up with a tip. But for objects like charts and smart art objects, you need to do this. So I'll type chart. I'm now doing F3 on my computer, or just F3 if you've got a full keyboard, and then that activates it. You would also, if I just get rid of all this, Control A, delete, you'd also have to do that F3 key, or use the F3 key if you've only named something a couple of letters. So let's see if I can get that to show you that. So if I highlight this again and save this as Sax, which is my nickname, click OK to that. And then if I type SAX, I don't get the tip coming up. So I would have to, if I wanted to activate this, use the F3 key, function F3, and then I get it. So really you should name things more than 3 characters to get the tip coming up, so you can see that it's picked it up. Now the other thing you can do is, if I want some of these, and you'd only do this if you're using these all the time and you want this sort of let's go for relations. Let's say I quite often use this little funnel. I want that to be available. I don't need that. Same thing, as long as it's highlighted, the whole thing's highlighted. Insert, quick parts, AutoText, save to the gallery. Give it a name, so I'll call it org, and it's less than 4 characters, so OK. Delete it, type org, nothing comes up. Use the F3 function key and then it comes up. So that's how you can use AutoText, and you can grab whole chunks of text, pages and pages of text. You can use it almost as like a template. For things that are standard phrases or paragraphs, you just save them to AutoText and you can bring them into any document, and then off you go from there. Now in terms of Outlook, if I just go into a new message on Outlook, so this is my signature. So if I highlight that, and in Outlook you go insert, quick parts, if I can find it. I can't find it. Quick parts, there it is. AutoText, save, and I will call this Sax, and that's it. OK. Redefine this block entry. I've already got one called Sax. I'll say yes. And then if I type Sax there and go F3, it just drops in. So in Outlook, you could create quite a few different endings to a message or an email. But in the same way as we typed intro in Word, it doesn't carry across into Outlook. It used to in the old days. I'm going back a million years. You'll have to redo those again if you wanted to drop paragraphs in. But I have seen people use the signature block to do what AutoText should be doing. It works, but I don't believe that you should be putting paragraphs in here and giving it a name and then doing it like that, because this is formatted sometimes and you might not want it formatting. So what you should do is just drop the paragraph in, highlight it in the same way, go through the same process and have them in quick parts, and you just use the words. If you can't remember the words, you get the list there, look, of what there is in terms of quick parts. So that's Outlook. If I just come back out of that, that was really loud. Let's get rid of the sound. I don't know why it's on 100%. Just cancel that off, and then back into Word. And just a quick, so intro, enter, org, not 4 characters, so you're going to have to use the F3 function key, and chart, even though it's 5 characters, still needs the F3 key to activate it, but then you're ready to go to edit these things if you want to. So that's all I wanted to talk about in this little session. That is AutoText, and hopefully you enjoyed that, and I'll see you on the next one.